We're doing it.
There's too many emotions going through my body. Oh, same.
I'm not reading. I didn't read anything they said right
I
now.
didn't,
I didn't read a word they said.
I didn't either.
Into the void anyway.
Joey Bra.
Ash.
Back with some more One Piece. Today we have episode 546. Last episode of The Queen is going above. We're going to try to reason with these celestial dragons, which sounds like a horrible, terrible, awful idea.
Yeah, I'm ready to get through it because everyone sees this shit coming a mile away except for her.
Except for her. But you know what? She is resilient. I do give that to the Queen. She will not fucking stop. Yeah, but we do know her death is coming. So it's like, it's coming one way or another. Probably by the celestial dragons. But you know what? You said it. What if there's a good one up there? What if she does meet the only good celestial dragon ever?
I don't think that's.
I don't know.
I don't think that. I mean, I meant that there must be a good one, you know?
Yeah.
Or maybe not so.
Not
fucking
so
weird.
evil. Yeah.
But I don't think she's gonna meet them. Not in her life.
Not in her lifetime. Yeah, very true. Okay, let's just go here.
Yeah.
546. One Piece.
Oh, also, we didn't even talk about the legendary mermaid that the daughter is.
Oh, yeah, we hardly even talked about Shirahoshi. What the hell is that?
I don't know, man.
That's
I
all
don't
I
know.
really have to say about it. Yeah, I don't know. She has like her own mermaid hockey, basically. I don't know. I don't know how else to explain it.
わしらはもとよりネプチューン王家の信条は察するにあまりある。ただ王妃の無事を祈ることしかできん。何？玉手箱。
ええ、船長。
これがありゃ誰でも年を取るのか。
ええ、そういう情報で。
例えばこんなちびっこいガキが色っぺ年頃の女になるとか。
So weird.
That's-
What is this though? What box? Makes anybody old?
You're real weird, dude. You make me hella uncomfortable.
You make me hella uncomfortable, man.
白星ってのは器量は悪くね。10年20年年取りゃいい女になると思うぜ。
でも、もっとでかくなりますよ。
親かと呼べ。俺はでかい伝説の人魚姫。俺があいつの夫となってその力
God, I hate this guy.
He's the worst, man. The absolute worst.
もない日々。不安は募るばかりじゃった。また演説が聞きたい。待て。あの方はお主らの未来のために旅立たれたんだ。おい、どうかご無事で大丈夫じゃもん。信じて待つんじゃもん。100日にも感じる1週間が過ぎていった。そして
Oh, God.
No, don't fucking bring her up. Okay.
Jesus, man. They are just
They're-
messing with us.
I know.
Who's this?
I think that's the ship we took off on. Had the big guy. She's okay.
Oh, my God.
She's okay. Maybe she's alive still.
Are they like. Is this. On purpose that they keep, like.
Yeah.
messing
Like,
with us?
数日に及ぶ説得の末、乙姫王妃はついには魚人島の希望の光と言えるものだった。
皆さん、世界貴族の一声は王たちの会議、世界会議でも世界貴族の一筆。こう書いてあります。魚人族と人間との交流のため、提出された署名の一筆が
okay.
世界会議の署名を提出できたとき、この一枚の紙がより現実的な移住はきっと可能です。
Oh.
ですから、あと必要なのはより多くの署名です。
Relocating is going a bit too far.
Well, I guess if they want. I'm sure they wouldn't be forced to. But they could go into the world.
移住の意
Unless you're forcing us to go, then. Yeah, everybody's sketched out still.
お願いします。
The children. Yes, what goes wrong still?
Shit, I wouldn't relocate.
乙姫様、こんな小さい箱じゃ間に合わないよ。この国に何人人口いると思ってるんですか？今度はこっちにいてください。王妃の熱い思い
I wouldn't go. I would become a realtor. Because all those people that are leaving
Yeah, that's
are
true.
leaving behind houses. And there's a hell of a lot of... There's 5 million people.
That's true, man. We got some. You got some.
Shit.
You can make some profit down there. Don't gentrify Fishman Island, okay?
Not gentrifying.
巨人と人間
Like, we just know this doesn't go good, though.
は目を背けて
What if everything was just okay, though?
Yeah, every.
自ら一歩
I don't know. Where's Aladdin to? You were saying that. He's been a prominent role in this.
の未来は変わるかもしれんな。
Oh, is Aladdin the one that kills her? No.
Nah, no way.
署名が集まってるよ。順調のようですね。
夢のよう。
母上の勇気のおかげだよ。
そう。海王類が魚人島を覗き込んだあの日。
あの時はびっくりしたな。
あれは白星が呼んだのよ。あの偉大な海王類たちと
Oh.
誰もお話しすることができません。
Mama's gotta drop some lore before she leaves.
Yeah.
クジラとお話しできるこの王家の言い伝えによると、数百年に一人
Damn.
海王類と心を通じ合わせられる人魚が誕生するというのです。ええ、いつかその力を正しく導く者が現れ、そしてその
Oh.
Is that
Shanks?
Shanks?
変化が訪れるという言い伝え
What
looked like
the
his silhouette.
fuck?
It looked like it. I don't know.
助けにもなるかな。
人を救おうとすれば幾千もの命を救える愛の力、怖い力。
Mm.
力にはまだ彼女自身も気づ
And they're just keeping her locked up because of this
I know.
child predator.
For real. She'd be so strong, though, if she figures this out.
Damn, and Jinbei is telling them all this right now?
I know.
あなたたちはいつの日か立派な戦士に成長し、兄として戦士として妹のこと命を懸け
事件は何の前触れもなく起きた。
Shit. I got 10 minutes to give it to us.
を超えるペースで集まっておった。島民は人間に不信感を抱きつつも、新たな時代の幕はやっとご苦労が報われましたね。
What could go wrong?
I know, so happy. Everything's great. Oh.
Who? Who? Oh,
Was it
wait.
Horty? Because Horty was in the...
Oh. I don't know.
We can get more signatures, you know?
I mean, the people can
Yeah,
do
we
them
can-
again, you know?
みんなの思いが詰まっているのです。
Oh, shit, man. Straight up assassinated. Who? Who did it?
Okay, it wasn't Aladdin. Take your sister with you. Your mom just told you. Protect her with your life.
This is when she gets marked. Yeah.
Damn, she never even saw him.
It's just way too distracted, yeah.
Oh god.
そういう怖い顔しないで。みんなの署名が嬉しくて幸せで。深星王子。
Who was it?
だから犯人がどこの誰であれ。
Damn. You gonna do it to me like that?
ために
It was fucking Horty.
憎しみに。
He's the only one that they didn't show.
Yeah. Oh no.
もしも白星の身に前以上にショックな出来事が起きたら白星ダメ。
Oh, try and play it off.
Is that why he
Yeah.
started dancing?
I think so.
俺たちが3人いつでもついてるらしいな。マンボウダンスは楽しい。
Oh.
楽しいな。楽しいところにさ。あんなドッキリおやめください。見て見て、大丈夫。私たちずっとこうやって妹守っていくらしいの。おやめください。お嬢にはどのような状況にあるか。また集めます。我ら3人、父上のような大戦士になり、どうかご安心を。
Ugh.
もう一息よ。
Man. What a bummer. What a freaking bummer. It's like you know it's coming and it's still just as sad still.
I know that was Horty.
I don't know, man. I wonder if we I wonder if it wraps back around if we ever find out or if the Queen's words are kind of like I don't know, if it just rings true there like it doesn't matter. Don't resent them. Don't get that resentment in your heart. Just keep it going.
They don't have to hold the resentment in their heart, but I will do it for them. I need to know.
We could really examine that hand if you wanted to. We could look
Did
at
it
it.
even show the hand?
I think it showed the hand and the gun. You want to see? We could examine the hand.
Let's examine
I
this
want to
hand.
examine the silhouette and the hand. All right, because that looked like Shanks, but I feel like that's a
oh,
stretch.
the silhouette.
Yeah,
I thought you meant...
that one silhouette, like right
I was like,
here.
whoa, wait. He's not assassinating people.
No, no.
いつかその力
Who will guide her and her power in the right direction? I mean, one arm.
The one
the
arm,
cloak
the
thing,
hair,
the hair.
the cloak.
You know, I just
Yeah,
think
that's looking like, because I thought maybe it could be Luffy too or something, but I feel like only showing one hand is a giveaway, especially with the hair too, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the
and the
that's-
collar. You know, the collar
That's
of like
Shanks. Yeah,
unmistakable.
that's Shanks. Okay,
And it will cause a major change in the world. His guidance.
I mean, it makes sense, but how does Shanks, if this is him, how does Shanks ever come into this? Which is just crazy to think. All right, look at this fucking hand here.
Gloves.
Gloves. They're concealing it all, huh? I thought that was his hand. Okay, they don't give you nothing else. Okay.
Bastards.
It might just be one of those things where it doesn't matter who did it.
I feel like it's going to
But-
in exactly 327
320
episodes.
7 episodes, yeah. Or it could be Horty that, it comes around his like arc here is that he did do that. He was the one to kind of set this in motion. We'll have to see how he because I don't know if we get reactions of the people in the next episode or if the flashback is over. So if Horty is mourning for the queen,
I don't think.
then
I mean, if he's all about Arlong and Arlong's view of the world,
all signs are pointing towards Horty. And I was gonna think Vander, freaking Vanderdecken did it, but no,
Yeah, 'cause
he
he
was
wears
down
gloves.
there. Yeah, he was down.
But those
on
are
the
red.
ground. Yeah. Yeah, and I don't think any of his crew would have done. They weren't like skilled enough. I don't think so. Huh? Damn. Well, that was really sad. It's like they're gonna die. One Piece literally tells you she's dead, but I still got upset. That was very sad. That was a very sad way to go. Especially our two brothers here. Like, we are introduced to them just being goofy as hell and dancing and singing and shit.
and now we know why.
And then, like, damn, man, they were just trying to cheer her up after that. Very sweet. Yeah, really setting up Shirahoshi, though, to be, like, pretty crazy in the foreseeable future. Especially if we're meeting up with Shanks and it's a power that could change the world. Damn. Didn't expect that out of her. Pretty crazy. And we also kind of got, I don't know if they're ever going to bring it up, but we did hear about that box that makes people older. And
Did we?
well, I'm just saying in this episode,
Oh,
we
okay.
got it
I
for
thought
the
you
first
meant,
time.
like, we've heard it
No,
before.
we got that. And he didn't use it on her because I think she just like gets older because this is like 10 years ago still. So I think she just gets older naturally here. But I do feel like them bringing up that is curious.
Yeah, like how could that add to the storyline
Yeah.
here?
Curious that that exists. And maybe she makes it, maybe she does it now at her age to become even like more mature into her ability. I don't know, but it's like it's just something that exists in One Piece now. There's shit that could make at least a fish person older. I don't know if that works on humans or what, but kind of some weird information to get. I think that's it though. What do you think about?
It's just kind of weird that, like, I don't know. We were told in a previous episode that Decker
Yeah.
he had to have been a descendant of the original.
Mm-hmm.
And he even confirmed it like an episode or
Yeah.
two ago. But then he's the one who... I don't know what I'm trying to say here.
Like even this long ago, there was nobody.
That doesn't make sense. Never mind. It
Okay.
doesn't make sense. It doesn't...
You
It doesn't
you-
make sense.
you figured it
It
out.
would
in your
need
head?
to... It would need to be the opposite.
Mm.
If it was the original. But
Yeah,
it's
I
not.
got you.
It's
Yeah,
not.
yeah. Yeah, Vander is still just like such a piece of trash villain in this. Like everybody else has so much depth now. I actually feel like even Horty, he's still not the best villain ever, but you understand why he's doing what he's doing, and
He's not out here preying on children.
that too, right?
So-
Vanderdecken just keeps progressively getting worse and worse and worse with every little thing. So I really hope Horty is the main event of the end here. I hope Vanderdecken is just not, because they haven't set him up to be a good character at all. Really, he's kind of like trash screen time, trash time.
Jinbei told Luffy in the letter or whatever, don't fight Horty.
Yeah,
Didn't say anything about Decker. Double
Yeah,
Decker.
yeah. That's why I do think they're setting him up just to be like, he's there. He's that annoying guy. One Piece has to have some. But in the themes of the whole story, Double Decker's adding nothing to this.
Wait a second. Hold up. Where's the slime guy? Is he dead?
Oh God, him too. He's over here capturing mermaids still.
Yes. How's he expect to get off?
Yeah, yeah. What do
Like-
we? How are you gonna get off, man? You can't. You could barely even.
Like, just himself is like a task, but then you're also trying to smuggle.
Yeah. Which I guess they just go inside of his body. I never really thought about the logistics of it, but he like sucks them up, and then they're just like he's just normal, and they're just inside of him. I don't know.
I hate it.
It's One Piece
Either
logic.
way.
But yeah, I forgot about him. Those are two annoying villains. Everybody else, though, and everything else in Fishman Island is actually pretty damn good. But those two, always has to be something here that sours the mood of Fishman Island. But let's keep on going. I'm excited to see if the flashback keeps going. I do want to see Horty, because maybe we just find out that was him right away. Could happen.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking it could have been a celestial dragon, too,
You know,
that just like followed her.
you know what? That's not a bad. That's not a bad.
That's
one.
the first thing I thought of, and then I was like,
That was probably a human. You're probably right. I
yeah,
bet
but
you
it
she knew
could
was
just
a
as
human.
easily be Horty, though.
It could. It
They're
could.
both fueled by enough hate.
They both don't really want to see this progress, you know.
No.
But a human would make sense, because like they did this just for the fuck of it, and maybe one was pissed off that they wanted to even start a conversation with them, so he came back too. Damn, I don't know why I totally forgot about
Because
humans.
they all wear gloves.
They do. We know.
On to the next.
On to the next. Okay, we're picking up.
Fucking Horty. I know it.
Fucking Horty. I know, he's really not there in the crowd. Mama.
Two revolutionaries, man.
Really?
Ain't that just the way?
Really is.
この怒りをどこにぶつけたらいいんじゃい。
Just some random dude?
Oh.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay. Hmm. Maybe though. I don't know.
日々はどうなる。これでは王妃があんまりじゃないか。だがこれがかどうか問題じゃねえ。よせ王に休んだ。みんな聞け。人間が 我が国の王妃を殺した。乙姫王妃を殺したのはなんだこの仕打ちは。人間が共に生きようと訴え続けた王妃と
Sure doesn't feel like it.
あまりにも無情すぎる。
Hmm.
王はまだ高格島に。サナリ聞いての通りだ。鍵を閉めろ。わしの殺が収まるまで決して開けるな。
Damn.
いしな。
わしなら相手が丸腰でも殺した。乙姫はそれを言う。さはいつ始まったのかわかりません。殺せばその場に組み込まれるだけ。そしてそれを見た子供らの目は鋭く、やがて連鎖の輪はさらに大きくなる。乙姫の言うことは頭にありました。他人事ならな。妻を殺した者をなぜぶち殺してはならんのか。わしには到底わからんのじゃ。人間たちを幾人も討ち取った。じゃからわしは乙姫の活動を手伝う資格もないと、ただ見守った。
心は移ろうもの、矛盾だらけです。巨人も人間も生死にしか守れぬものもありましょう。
Damn, he's in there for a few days.
世話をかけたわけにはいかんのじゃ。
And his posture is just defeated.
Yeah.
心細い思いをさせて。これは
どこにいてもこのお手紙が
ラブレター。白星はまだ6歳。
Yeah.
She's only 6.
代々海賊をやっておる一族です。まだ狙撃手の仲間がおるやもしれん。そして鉄拳という海賊を即座に捕らえろ。はっ。皆さん、モニターが。巨人島の皆さん、今日は皆さんにお伝えしたいことがあります。少し母は嬉しそうに言いました。本物の太陽のもとまでもう一息。母の願いは私たちが生涯を皆さんの心は間に合わないかもしれないけど、6年後もあります。10年後にもあります。今回の事件で一から始めましょう。またいつかみんなの心の傷が癒えた時、夢を見ましょう。
They did such a good job raising him for him to
Yeah.
be this, I don't know,
Yeah.
hopeful.
Just hopeful, understanding still after that. Yeah. Damn, so she legit never got to go visit that grave.
竜星、万星、3人の王子を筆頭に、ここ16年ほどのこの島の差別との戦い、そして巨人海賊団
Hachi.
He's fucking laid out still. He's messed up.
お前さんの故郷を苦しめたというわしの弟分なんじゃ。しでかせはどこへでもわしらが飛んでいくつもりじゃったが、アーロンは近くの海軍を買収し、海軍本部に情報が届かんように多くの人々を苦しめてしまった。責任を感じ取る。そうだ。じゃあてめえ、はけ！
サンジ、
死んで詫びを入れろ。それでも許すわけじゃねえが。
やめてサンジ君。
しかしだな、ナミさん。奴らがナミさんにしたことを考えろ。
それとは別の話を聞けば、全くこの人に悪意はなかったじゃない。
なんなりと将軍は受ける。お前さんの気の済むように。
やめて。 仲間もいるのよね。全部つながって私ができてるので恨みはしないわ。だから私の人生に勝手に謝らないで。捨てたもんじゃないのよ。今楽しいもん。犯人どこの誰であれ。
お前らは島に何も伝えるな。俺たちに起きた悲劇を、人間たちへの怒りを。魚人街で共に育った弟。理由があろうと息の根まで止められるものか。もったいない。
Oh.
肩にけない。
Oh.
We're always Frankie in these situations. I
Yeah.
swear.
そんなに苦しんでいたんだ。
Oh my god. Yeah.
すごいぞ。だからわしは泣いちゃおらんと。
まあいいや。で、ジンベエ、弱虫の母ちゃんが捕まえた強盗はどうなんだ。
お前ここまで聞いたの。僕が話したよそれ。
そうだっけ。
そうだよ。
申し訳ございません。お母様のことを思い出してしまって涙が。立派なお母さんだったのね。はい。ナミチン様でしたよね。ああ、なんだか初めてお会いいたしますのに、幼い頃からの知り合いのような。ほっといたしますね。
Oh.
境遇が少し似てるからかな。
ではすまん。時間を取った。まず竜宮城におるのに確認するが、オーディとその一味が攻めてきて、国王とヘリーはアーロンさんを超えるほどの人間嫌い。魚人族の恨みと怒りだけを食って、それを糧に育ってきたような男。アーロンさんは人間を蔑むけど、同族の魚人には手を挙げたりしない。
Yeah.
でもオーディは人間と仲良くしようとする。
Oh yeah, he definitely killed her.
容赦なき一度の世界会議が開かれる年だろう。
Oh
そ
shit.
れもたくさん集まって、今回いよいよネプチューン王が世界に
Okay.
対して巨人と移住の意思を伝えに。それを阻止するのが狙いか。いや、阻止だけじゃ終わらねえ。
Oh god.
The hell?
でも映像出てるし、なんでこんなこれは。
Son of a bitch.
ナイさん、知り合いが全巨人島に聞こえるか。俺は巨人街の新巨人海賊団船長オーディ・ジョーンズだ。
Oh, man. All right. That was great.
I, again, very much annoyed by Luffy.
That was great. You know what though? Can I speak to you for a second on this? Because you know, I think if you look at it from the surface level, Luffy's really stupid for just falling asleep during this like intense emotional backstory. But hear me out. Jinbei starts it off, you know, we hear the Arlong thing. So anybody would be really concerned, especially because Luffy likes Jinbei. He's like, damn, you know, like this is some shit. But Luffy knows. This is what gets me. If I think this way, Luffy knows the type of person Jinbei is. He knows his crew, and he knows that Jinbei is like not a bad person. So no matter what he says, him and Nami are gonna be okay. So he's just not even sweating this whole thing. Where a lot of them are like kind of concerned about what's going on here.
Yeah.
It's like Luffy's just like, it's no sweat. Jinbei's a good dude. They're gonna be fine. So he knocks the fuck out. That's how I see it, right? Because like a lot of people would be concerned. It's like, well, what did Jinbei do? But it's like, no, he knows. Luffy knows. Luffy could read a character quick. He knows. That's how I see it. Is it annoying that he fell asleep during a very emotional, intensive part? Yes. Yeah. But he wasn't sweating it in the first place.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I see it. And that's how I was okay with it. Because I would be pretty mad too. But what do you think?
That's one way to look at it.
Yeah, that's how Luffy's brain works, though, literally, you know?
I wasn't thinking so much about, like, I know that Nami and I know that Jinbei's a solid dude, you know?
Yeah.
It would never come down to anything more than talking.
Yeah.
However, Jinbei just saw Luffy through the worst part of his life.
That's
and
true.
he was there for every single second. You can't stay awake. You telling me you can't stay awake for the man that like kept
So
you
that
here
kept you here? Yeah.
and sane?
Yeah. I'm with you. I agree. I
don't know,
agree.
man.
I think that
I mean, it's part of the story.
it's
He's written the way
it's
that he's written for a reason.
Yeah.
I get it.
and that is very Luffy to be like,
It's
you
very Luffy.
don't need, it's like,
It's so fucking
it's so
Luffy.
hit for him to be so carefree to be like, you don't need it. Like, you're apologizing right now and we're friends. You don't need to apologize.
Yeah.
Like, I know what you're doing and it's like, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
So like but it's like, damn, man. It would have been good information to hear, I feel like, though. You know? But,
Yeah, I mean, like your friend is telling you, you know,
know?
his people's history, and you just fucking
Yeah.
fall asleep. Like,
But I guess
Damn.
Luffy's mind is made up. He knows all fish people aren't bad. He knows that he wants to probably free these people at the end of the day, but a very Luffy thing to happen. Besides Luffy,
besides Luffy, can we just talk about Nami
yeah,
for a
dude,
second,
Nami
dude?
needs her flowers here.
Nami needs all of the flowers.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah, Nami's, you know, it's been a long time since we've had Nami's backstory, so she doesn't get like a ton of like, she's always in the story, of course, but not a lot of like depth added to her character again, other than it's Nami. She's solid as fuck. We love her.
Yep.
But this is great. I love that they kind of bring it back around, give her one last like reliving of it, you know, like living through
Healing.
Arlong ones. Yeah, this is the true healing right here, you know? It's like she has all the ammunition in the world to hate Jinbei, and she chooses not to. She's like, you know,
I think it's so
She
cool
knows.
when people can identify who they're angry at and gear and aim it towards them, you know?
yeah.
Or it's like not projecting onto anybody else, where it's just like, I know who I'm angry at, and
Yeah.
it's just that person. I like that. And I also
yeah, so
love
good.
that, like, Jinbei saw the queen in Nami,
And yeah, that
and
like
so did her daughter.
Yeah.
It was like, I feel comfortable around you.
that understanding of her just being like, it's literally just it's reversed things where the fishmen hate, you know, all humans. It could very well be the same for Nami, where
Yeah.
she could just hate all the fishmen because of this. And yeah, it's very cool that I all see that kind of like, I guess, like livelihood of the queen in Nami. And yeah, I love the way she just dealt with it was great.
Yeah.
I just, you know, I think it was perfect.
I think that it's also like really cool to have this like backstory of the fishmen, you know, kind of being open to a relationship with the humans,
Yeah.
and being open and being able to say like, they're not all bad, like, kind of thing. And then for Nami as a human to say that, kind of extending her hand out and saying like, I don't hate Fishman.
Yeah.
I hate Arlong.
I hate Arlong. Yeah, and that's very, she has every right. Arlong was the problem there. It was nobody else.
And it's like such a it's such a cool thing for her to say, because it's like it's kind of the middle, it's the most rational way of thinking, where it's like where the fishmen are like, no, all humans are bad, or like the queen, as good as her intentions were, she wanted to think that all humans were good,
Yeah.
or at least somewhat.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I get you.
And to have that kind of like sentiment where it's like, I don't hate all, like I could
Yeah.
direct it towards the person who's deserving of my hate.
That's very true. Yeah. I think that the queen, like you said, the queen did have it was close to Nami's perspective here, but like even at the end, like the person that shot her should be punished, like
Absolutely.
in actuality. And maybe she did kind of deep down think it could be a human. So she didn't want all that work to be erased. But it's like, yeah, I guess that's a hard pill for the fishman to swallow. But like in all actuality, Nami is right. It's like the person that did this pain to you is the one that you should take it out on. It's not that every human is great
Yeah.
or every fishman is great. It's like there will be some assholes everywhere. Some people just suck.
Yep.
Yeah, great, man. Nami, I love it because I feel like our OG crew doesn't get a whole lot of like added backstory or anything
Yeah.
to them, and it's like, because we dealt with them, 500 episodes ago, but it's cool when you can get that from a character still that you've been with for so long. So I'm glad Nami got to kind of put this to rest finally, and Jinbei also gets to kind of like repent for just feeling so guilty for letting Arlong live.
Yeah.
And Arlong was paying off Navy people because Jinbei would have shut the shit down, like he said, but he literally had no idea what was going on, and now he just feels guilty. Man, that backstory was great, dude. I wasn't expecting that shit out of Fishman Island, dude. That was...
Yeah. I was kind of, honestly, I haven't heard anything about Fishman Island. I hadn't heard, like, I truly have been very lucky to have not been spoiled by very much in One Piece.
Yeah.
I don't know what the sagas, what the arcs are about. I have no idea. So when we started the arc and people started commenting like, this is kind of like a split, like
Yeah.
you either hate it or you love it kind of thing. And I
50-50.
was just kind of like surprised by it. And I didn't really like it too much in the beginning. It was slow
It's
in the
just slow.
beginning.
Yeah.
But like, damn, man. For the lore alone, I
Yeah,
love it.
exactly, right? Yeah. That was great for
Not
the
to
lore
mention
alone.
the whole world down there,
Yeah,
we get to see everything.
Yeah, the world building, the lore, even like Nami resolution has been worth it now. So even if the rest of Fishman Island falls flat after this, I don't know if it will, but even if it did, this backstory makes this probably at least not the worst One Piece arc I've ever seen. That's for sure. I really like that backstory. I don't even know what I don't even want to rank them by worst, but Foxy Pirates is the worst, so never mind. That's quite
hands
easy.
down.
Quite easily the worst thing I've seen. But we don't need to talk about that. But yeah, that was great. Amazing end, emotional backstory. And now let's see our plans to deal with Cordy. And yeah, thank you guys as always for dropping by. Give us a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't, hit the notification bell, and the White Anime.
Hash.
Joey Bra.